Yeah, hey, this is Tom Murphy with the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. I got a question for Coach McGuire. You piqued our interest on the whole War Memorial thing. Can you maybe go over the years that you had tickets to Little Rock and went to the games there?
Yes, sir. So I was born in Texarkana, and all my mom's side's from Arkansas. My uncle, Clark Wayne, ran on one of y'all's national championship track teams. And so, man, from whenever I was 4 years old until we moved to Fort Worth, which was in 1983, we had tickets. And, man, it's hard not to grow up a Razorback fan whenever you go to those games and see the plastic Razorback hats. I might have one of those in my closet. You know, I tell everybody that was like my dream school of where I wanted to go play football and wasn't fortunate enough or good enough to play there. But it's really a cool thing. My mom actually sent me a text today whenever she found out, and she was all fired up. She said, "You're gonna have a lot of family from Arkansas. They'll be saying Raider Power instead of calling the Hogs this time for me, though, I hope."
Yeah, Coach, this is Harold Grader. Just a quick follow-up. Yeah, who's your mama going to be rooting for?
She's going to be rooting for the Red Raiders.
Next question.
Yeah, while I'm still on the line, it's Tom again. Hey, Sam, so you were just in Memphis a couple of years ago. Surprising for you guys to go right back here?
Oh, no. I mean, this is one that we pushed for. We wanted to go there. Obviously, we didn't know our opponent. Obviously, we knew it was Texas Tech. We would push somewhere else. But no, I'm teasing. Going to be two really good teams there. But, no, we had such a great experience the last time we were there. That certainly it's first class ran, and we wanted to go back, and it's close, and it's, you know, we can get some people there, and it's close for our kids. We don't, you know, we can bus up there, which we will, and have a good time and have a lot of familiar faces in the crowd, and you know, college athletics is still about moms and dads being able to get to the games, being able to see their sons play, and we think that'll allow that to happen. I do want to say this, that this is our first conference really without our good friend Bob Holt. And we certainly miss him. We love him to death. He always had a unique question, but never one that you go, why did he ask that? And we miss him, and I just want to make that public. I know we've sent out a statement, but we're going to miss Big Bob.
Appreciate you saying that, Sam. I might click back in at the end. Thanks.
Okay.
Hey, so did we just ask? Did we just start and identify ourselves?
Yeah, please identify yourself and ask the question.
Yeah, Trey Biddy, Hog Sports. Hey, Coach Pittman. I know we're not supposed to go off topic, but I wanted to ask how your hip is doing. How was the surgery?
Yeah, you know, this is day now 5, and I'm not able to walk quite yet without my walker, but I'm close. You know, I had it Tuesday morning, and, you know, only thing is, Trey, I wish I would have had it done a long time ago. It was really, really in bad shape. But I went in every day since, Wednesday, Thursday. Obviously, it was National Signing Day. It didn't feel great Wednesday, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, today. And it's getting better, and I'm almost able to walk without my walker. So I do appreciate you asking me about it.
And obviously the transfer portal is not open, but there have been players that have entered the portal, a couple of your starting guards, 3 of your top 4 receivers, just the challenges of overcoming some depletions heading into this bowl game against Texas Tech and how you address those.
Coach, we're not taking those questions tonight. Coach.
Okay. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
We prefer not to
about the roster.
Take those issues tonight.
Okay. It's about the roster heading into the bowl game, but.
I have a question from Lubbock.
Go right ahead.
Okay, this is Don Williamson, Lubbock Avalanche Journal. For any of the officials with the bowl game, can you tell us how the stadium renovation will affect the logistics for fans and what the capacity will be?
Yes, sir. I'll take that. This is Steve Earhart, and yeah, we're proud that we're getting a $225 million, really wonderful, reconstruction of the west side of the stadium. So we'll be at a capacity of 42,000 this year, but I think if we have 42,000 between the Red Raiders and the Razorbacks, that'll be a good-looking crowd. But we're encouraging people to get their tickets early. But yes, it's under construction now. But when you got to do that, the construction. But we have enough good tickets on both sides of the field to handle both universities.
What is the time frame on that construction? When did it begin, and when is it projected to be completed?
Yeah, they started last summer, and they got the new press box wired and ready to go. It won't be totally completed until probably the fall of 26, but we're expecting, there'll still be some construction next year in 25, but they're moving along fast. So hopefully, but they started approximately 6 months ago. So, it's underway and going well. And, one of our hopes is to have a huge American flag up there in that spot where there used to be some seats. So we look forward to having a good, but I think with the 42,000 that want to come from both for the Red Raiders and the Razorbacks.
Thank you.
Anyone else with a question for either school or the bowl?
Yes, it's
hey, Coach Pittman, Grant Barrel with KDDD.
This call is no longer being recorded.
Go ahead, Frank.
Go ahead.
Just a question for both. I know it's fresh, so you guys probably haven't been able to dive into film, but just what are your initial impressions of the team you guys will be facing for both coaches?
Joe, you want to go first?
Yeah, I will, Coach Pittman. I know they're going to be really good up front. Coach Pittman being an offensive line coach, and then I actually worked with Coach Mateos whenever he was at Baylor, and I know how good he is. We went against each other every day because I was coaching the D-line outside linebackers and he's coaching the O-line. And so I know they're going to be good up front. They're going to be physical and very well coached, And the thing, Coach Pittman and I actually were on a call before the season started with ESPN, and the other thing I know is they're going to play with a lot of passion. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Coach Pittman. I'm a huge fan of the way he coaches, the way he treats players, how much he loves his players. And so I know that this is going to be one of those games that it's going to be one of the best bowl games on the docket to me, because I think you're going to have two teams. And then what's going to be fun, too, is, man, the goal is to make sure we got 42,000 there, because you've got two fan bases that are as passionate as anywhere in the country. And so I know the Razorbacks are going to show up, and I know the Red Raiders are going to show up as far as our fans. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
The first thing that jumps out with me is that, I saw the Red Raiders lost, their offensive coordinator, which great. I mean, he went and got a head coaching job and all. But this is another reason for bowl and practicing and all that, because you can get a kickstart on spring practice. You've got some new materials, some different things. And I know it's going to be difficult on them, but it's going to be difficult on us as well. 2 years ago, Coach Odom did the same thing. He took the head coaching job at UNLV. And so, we had newness going into that bowl game and all that. But the kids got to practice, and it helped us going into spring ball. So I do know this. James, my dog is yelping. I'm sorry, guys. I do know this, that when you think of Texas Tech, you think about points and you think about relentless energy, and you do. And we've seen them on film, not a lot this year, but we've seen them on film. And I haven't had time to go back and look at them quite yet today. But I guarantee you, here's what they're going to do. They're going to play hard as hell. They're going to hit you in the mouth. And we know that. And therefore, I think that's why Coach is talking about it. You're going to see a fun game. Guys that want to be out there, want to play. And I said it before, I'm not so concerned about who's not playing as we are who is playing. And we did it the last time with, I think, 9 starters were out the last time we played in this game. And we went out there and had a successful game. So I think this, when you talk about Texas Tech and you talk about their coach and the passion that they have for their program, it's going to be playing a team that has relentless energy. And those guys that's exciting to play those games because you got to get up for those type games. And we certainly will. I know as long as they will too.
Yeah. I want to follow up a comment of this Steve Earhart with the Bowl. When we were looking at the potential teams to play in the Bowl, we saw that both of these teams have great potential and great capability. With Arkansas, we paid a lot of attention when they beat the number 4 team in the nation, the University of Tennessee. So they have the capability to win at any time. And then when you look at the Red Raiders, you see, and we were paying attention to this yesterday, that the Red Raiders beat both of the teams that played in the Big 12 championship game, Arizona State and Iowa State. So we know that both of these two teams have great potential and great capability and a great, as I say, hearing from both coaches, a great dedication to this game.
That's Tom Murphy again with the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. Joey, I was going to bring that up. You beat both of the championship game participants and number 5 in scoring. I'm wondering, when you're at your best, what all is happening for you guys when you've won, you've beaten the big teams and you score like you have?
You know, playing at a fast pace, playing with tempo. I think our quarterbacks operate best with that. And then, one thing we've been able to do, especially in those games, Arizona State, Iowa State, the games we won, we've caused turnovers, and not only have we caused turnovers, but we've been able to score points off those turnovers, and so I think that's the key, with what we do is, we got to create some opportunities, and then we're going to try to do our best to go as fast as possible. I mean, I'm a defensive guy, but I'm at Texas Tech, and I know how we can recruit out here, and I know what our fans love, and they love a lot of plays and going as fast as you can, a lot of points. So that's what we're going to try to do.
Well, when 2 of Arkansas's better skill position guys, quarterback Taylor Green and the running back Jaquindon Jackson, are Tech prep school guys. Do you remember them coming through the prep ranks? And when I guess you were at Baylor at the time, have a shot at recruiting those guys?
Yeah, I know both of them, man. JJ was at Duncanville, which was a rivalry of ours whenever I was the head coach at Cedar Hill. Played for Coach Samples. Was one of the greatest high school coaches in history of football, but Texas football. And then QB, I believe, played at Louisville, and was a heck of a high school player, man. Both of them, I know both of them just as far as recruiting, and then know their high school coaches really, really well.